Welcome, in front of me is a REALME 6 Pro, and today I'll show you how to go through the setup process of the device. So when you boot it up for the first time, you will be presented with the language select screen right here. And what you want to do is select your language. So as you can see, you have a fairly wide array of different languages, but I'm sticking with the one that is selected by default, English, and then tapping next. Then you can select your region. Now, depending on which region you select, it will also determine the time zone that will be set automatically based on that. So I'm gonna find my region. There we go. Then you have terms of service. Now you do have to agree to both of them in order to progress further. As you can see, if I disable, I can actually still progress. Okay, this is optional, as you can see by the text right here, but this isn't. So from here, let's tap on next, and here we can connect to Wi-Fi. Now, this step again is optional. You can skip it if you want to, or you can connect to it. It will allow you later on to log into your Google account if you wish to, and also to restore your device from an old backup. I'm gonna skip it. It will also save a little bit on time, or I guess I can skip it. Let's see, I believe this is my network. Let's type in a password. Wi-Fi assistant automatically select best Wi-Fi. I would check this on. It will improve the Wi-Fi experience. How to switch to mobile network. So this will also switch to your mobile network, assuming the Wi-Fi connection is complete garbage or non-existent. Then you have copy apps and data, because I'm connected to Wi-Fi, so I can restore my device from an old copy, but I will choose don't copy and set it up as new. Now this page should not show up for you at all. I just formatted the device without actually logging out of my Google account, so now I have to confirm it. So disregard this part right here. This is only my part right here, and I'll quickly unlock it. So you should see this screen right here. So from here you can choose to log into your Google account or skip it if you want to. Now I'm gonna skip this and stop on skip. And once you either log in or skip, you should be on this page right here. So you have Google services, and you have a couple things like use location, allow scanning, and send user and diagnostic data. So you can read what each one of them does exactly. But as you can see, for instance, location will gain your location from where you are right now, and this is helpful for apps like Google Maps as an example, so it knows exactly where you are and it can show you an accurate route to your desired destination. Then you have allow scanning, so this is for like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, so it can actually find devices. And then send user and diagnostic data, basically gathers how you use the data on how you use the device, and then sends it to Google. Now you can disable all of them if you don't want it, like so. As you can see, everything is disabled, and then I continue to accept it. And then you have set a lock screen password, so just a protection to your device. You go into settings, and by default it goes to a 6-digit PIN, but you can tap on other encryption method and choose from pattern, 4-digit, 4 to 16-digit password, 4 to 16 alphabetical characters, and just nothing. I'm gonna go with the pattern. So then we need to put in the pattern, repeat the same pattern. And from here we can also scan our face if you want to. Now this is a fairly quick one. If you don't want it, you can tap on skip. I'm just gonna progress with it because it is really quick. And boom, it's done. Turn on race to turn on screen, it's recommended. This basically allows you that when you pick up the phone, it will turn on the screen and automatically scan your face. Now, on this device, I still believe that when you do that, you still need to swipe up to unlock it. That's kind of unfortunate. Then we can add a finger. Now I'm gonna skip that, but if you want, all you need to do is start pressing the sensor on the side. And then we have recommended auto update overnight. An option just for updating. If you want it, I can disable it. I believe it's on here is a little bit annoying that when it sees an update, it will give you that window that you cannot click out of unless you go into details and then leave it. But it then after like an hour reappears again. So even if you disable it, I believe it will happen still. Then you have home screen icons, so you can choose the style of your home screen icons. You can tap on different ones just to see custom. So you can tap on the 3 different ones that come preloaded to see how they look like. So choose whichever one you want and tap apply. From here, let's tap on next, import data. Now this method of importing data requires you to download an app that they have. Now if you choose to do that and you go through it by tapping import data from an old phone, it will tell you exactly what is the app that you need to download and give you a step-by-step guide on how to do that. I'm gonna choose later because I'm setting it up as new, so I don't need to import anything. And from here tap on get started and we should be on our home screen. And there we go. As you can see now the device is fully set up. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.